Martin Luther King, Jr. Martin Luther King, Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. Religion was an important part of his life because his grandfather and father were both ministers. He graduated from a segregated high school when he was only 15. Then he attended Morehouse College to study theology. He met and married Coretta Scott while in school. They then had 4 children. Martin Luther King, Jr. and his family settled in Montgomery, Alabama. He then became the pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. In 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested for not giving up her seat to a white man on a bus. This event inspired Martin Luther King to start the civil rights movement. His method of changing the way Black people were treated in the South was very peaceful. He was inspired by Gandhi. 2 examples of his peaceful protests were the bus boycott and sit-ins. These protests produced such positive results that Martin Luther King Jr. became a civil rights icon. Because of his efforts to end segregation, he and his family were targeted and he was arrested many times. Even after these threats, he still traveled the country to deliver his speeches. He met with President John F. Kennedy. In 1963, on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., Martin Luther King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech to 250,000 people. In 1964, Martin Luther King became the youngest person ever to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1968, while in Memphis, Tennessee, to give one of his speeches, he was assassinated from the balcony of his motel. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan declared that the third Monday of January would be Martin Luther King Jr. Day.